Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Ascendant. Welcome to Whispering Mystic Tarot. I'm Ryan, and I'll be doing your weekly reading from February 6th to the 13th. And Taurus, I've already blessed and purified the cards, so I'm just going to get right into your reading. I'm using your Native Spirit Oracle cards for clarifiers. I'm using your Voice of the Soul Oracle cards. And I also do one from your animal spirit guides. So for the first position in the 5-card spread there, Taurus, you received the Vision Quest card. And Taurus, in Earth-based cultures, large questions about life are often answered on vision quests or solo retreats in nature. Questions such as, who am I? What am I meant to do with my life? And what is my mission and my purpose in life? And they were often answered on quests of various kinds. So even if you don't have a burning question, when this card chooses you, Taurus, it's telling you to take time away from your ordinary life. Take time to explore the depths of your soul, and your soul knows the truth. So take some time and quietude to discover what it is. And the answers to your questions are all around you, but you must be still to hear those messages. And practicing that self-care, Taurus, and your meditation, and with the hustle and bustle of life, and we live in such a tech world now that we don't. It's everything's so fast-paced that we need to take that time for self-care and to kick back and to balance ourselves out and to go within, right? And if you don't take care of yourself, then you're not. You got to take care of your physical vessel on the inside and the out, right? Okay, Taurus. So for clarifier for the Vision Quest card, you've got the Karmic Relationship card. And Taurus, the next 2 days will be rich for you in signs and in important events. So you're experiencing an important transition in your energy, your emotions, or inner being. You're at a life crossroads. So your spirit guides are inviting you to make important choices, and they're inviting you to make these choices on your own. So while others can advise you, you are the one who must decide, and it's important that you make the decisions there, Taurus. So signs of your spirit guides' presence will be strong in the next 2 days, and they may take time. They may take on different forms, and so embrace them with confidence and compassion. And your spirit guides are on your side to help you be confident in your capabilities of courage and perseverance. So these choices will determine a new and important path for you, Taurus. So they will understand that you can do anything on your own there, Taurus, and they have absolute faith in you, and they're telling you you can do it. So Taurus, for the second position in the 5-card spread, you've got the gathering of your tribe card. Okay, so Taurus, in your spirit guides or your native spirit guides want you to know that the gathering tribe card, when it chooses you, this means that sustenance in all forms is flowing into your life. Your people are those who resonate with you. Your people can include animals, plants, minerals, and trees, as well as people. But be willing to ask for what you want in life, and this is the time to put your needs before the needs of others. They're Taurus, and your tribe is waiting to support you and nurture you as you nurture yourself. So sometimes your friends are more your family than blood relatives, and so find your people and cherish them there, Taurus, and your vibe attracts your tribe. You get on that right energy, and your spirit guides come in, and you start hearing the messages from them, and but it's all about going within and balancing. And I always say be careful of your words, Taurus, and also be careful of what you think, right? So never put yourself down, and if you get into that stinking thinking, just turn it into gratitude there, Taurus. And sometimes it's hard to do, but if you practice it, it surely does pay off there, Taurus. So for a clarifier for your gathering your tribe card, you received the freedom card there, Taurus. So You may be having difficulty communicating with your spirit guides right now because you were not necessarily on the same wavelength. You're not communicating with them directly. You're trying to communicate with them through other people, or your mind is interfering with your connection with them, causing you to doubt their presence. So your spirit guides are here right by your side there, Taurus. So become aware of how you try to communicate with them. And they have many messages to share with you. So you already know the things that these things, but you need confirmation there, Taurus. So, and they understand that. So change how you communicate. And if you're trying to talk to your spirit guides through even tarot cards or watching tarot card readings, try meditating. And if you're trying to talk to your spirit guides through another person, try doing it on your own and pay attention to your feelings, and they will guide you towards the best way to communicate with them. And just know that they are here and they are waiting for you. And another way is to start journaling, writing down things, and then or your dreams and stuff. And you can go on the internet and check what your dreams mean, or get a dream booklet. And your spirit guides and your ancestors, they'll send messages through your sleep time, your nocturnal time, right? As well as watch for synchronicities. If you're seeing the same numbers, or maybe you see it, you're walking down the street or whatever, you see someone that looks like a relative, right? Just know that those signs like that are your spirit guides or your ancestors trying to send you messages, right? It's just weird. We're so blocked from, because of the hustle and bustle of life. That's why that meditation is so important, in going in and centering yourself, and doing breathing exercises and affirmations and stuff there, Taurus. Okay, guys. So for where are we here? The third position in the 5-card spread, you received the flowing river card there, Taurus. So let's see here. Your native spirit guides want you to they have different personalities and carry energy just as animals and plants do. So from the Australian Aboriginals to other native cultures throughout the world, it's believed that it's important to listen to the language of the river. And if you aren't feeling the smooth currents of life, it might mean that you're trying to control situations, or that you're being self-critical or judgmental there, Taurus. And the way to move into flow is through gratitude and appreciation, and by allowing others to support and help you. And heed the Native American saying there, Taurus, it's best to ride the horse the direction that it is going. And this means that when this card's, the flowing card, river, chooses you, Taurus, you're being told to let go and go with the flow. And if there's something or someone you need to forgive, this is the time. So this is also a time to forgive yourself and to just let go, And then when we're not, if we're not in that vibration of attraction, the law of attraction, and if we're, that's why I always say, surround yourself with good people, because you surround yourself with bad people, bad things happen. If you surround yourself with negative energy, that negative energy is going to cling on to you, right? And it's still positive and effect, like a pendulum, right? If you pull two balls on that pendulum and they hit, well, two balls on the other side are going to go out, right? And it's like what you put out there, it comes back to you. So you have to always remind you of that, yourself of that. So when you do your meditations and you're balanced and you get rid of that anxiety and you're centered, you do those breathing exercises, it tells the universe that you're ready to, that you've learned those lessons and you're ready, you're at a point that you're with yourself, that those manifestations will come in even faster, right? And you'll be surprised, you'll see signs, different signs all the time. But stay away from those energy vampires, and stay away from those people with that stinking thinking, and try to train yourself, right? That don't get into arguments and this and that, right? And yeah, you'll be surprised, right? What happens, and you know, it's just being positive, and then your manifestations are gonna start to, you'll be surprised because they'll come in even quicker. It'll be so like, if you're not in, you're in that bad energy, or you're stuck in that rut for a while, you know, things just, it seems like a tumbling effect, right? That's why they say go with the flow of the river, right? And when you go against the flow, right, shit usually doesn't go too well. Right? I would say, like, I did it for years, right? You know, try to do things on my own and my way of doing things, and you know, I don't know how many times I fell on my face, and then finally I pulled the cotton out of my ears and started listening, and you know, trying a different path, right? And it's about getting rid of that ego as well. Okay, Taurus, so yeah, I'll put you up in here. So for a clarifier for the flowing river card, you received the education card there, Taurus. And this card's about, well, this card's telling me, Taurus, that maybe part of you is attached to a single way of maybe contacting your spirit guides. You may feel you need a specific ritual to communicate with them. And this is not so, Taurus. All you need is to open your heart and speak honestly and sincerely, whether out loud or in a whisper, or just thinking it in your brain. And practices exist to help you connect to your inner being, but your spirit guides are always around you all the time. Like, heaven isn't up there; it's all around you. And you know, when people pass on, people think that, oh, they go way up into the universe and this and that. No, heaven's right here as we walk. It's just we've come so you know, everything that we've learned in society today is just all the wrong things, right? When you're a kid, that's why the kids, you know, when you're a kid, you'll hear have kids, well, they'll have an imaginary friend. Well, it's not an imaginary friend. That's your spirit. Because kids can see spirits, right? Because it's unconditional love. They don't have the family, you know, the blockages and stuff that society puts into you, right? You come from a state of pure love, so you see and feel everything on a whole different level. And so that's why they always say, you know, when you go through trauma and stuff like this, and to get back to your higher self, you need to go back to when you were a child, right? Because that's when you start to learn all the wrong things to do, and right, and you stop. Yeah, if you walk your life out of with an open heart and from a place of unconditional love, your whole world will change, right? You know, and I know emotions are hard to deal with sometimes, and this and that, but it's what we make of it. I would say, you know, you're not defined by the person you were yesterday, right? Because yesterday is never going to come again, but you can have a blank page today and rewrite your story today, and what you do today defines who you are today, and who, you know, and tomorrow is, you know what, you can be an even better version as you were yesterday, right? So it's all up to you and what you choose to do, and we have that free will and free choice, right? So, okay, Virgo. So, yeah, your practices exist to help you connect to your inner being, but yeah, your spirit guides are always here because you have your free will. And you can decide, or they can't decide or act for you, but their presence is strong. They're Taurus, so you can get in touch with them through astral journeys. If you need a specific sign, they're inviting you to meditate, and it will help you feel their presence and understand their messages. So create your own ritual, distance yourself from your old beliefs, and you are evolving, Taurus, and so is your practice. So have confidence in yourself, right? And there's no right or wrong way to speak to God or your creator or whoever, right? It's the fact that you're making the choice to take that step to better yourself and to make contact with them, right? Because your angels your spirit guides are not going to come in unless you ask them to, right? And everyone needs help, right? And yeah, and it's not always asking them for help when you're in a rut, or you're in, you know, shit's getting real. That's where the gratitude comes in, right? You know, Like if you help someone and you do this for someone, if they don't thank you or you don't feel appreciated, you're not gonna wanna help that person, are you? Right? Even though your spirit guides, they come from true unconditional love, right? And they vibrate on that energy level. But as in society, right, like you're not going to you only help someone out as much as they appreciate you as well, right? You need to get something back in return, or at least some acknowledgement, where you're not fighting a battle that's never going to be won. Right? Okay, so yeah, take the time to meditate and take that time for self-care. It's so important, and like even 5 minutes in the morning, say a little prayer when you get up, ask for a little bit of guidance. Be grateful for the people in your life, and that everyone's healthy, and I would say, thanks for getting me through the day. I got all my fingers and toes. My family's safe, and I'm not in the Crowbar Hotel anymore. Even though that was like 20 years ago. But okay, guys. So I'll quit yapping here. I'm getting off topic here. So for your fourth position in the 5-card spread, you got the sacred mountain card. So Taurus, your native spirit guides want from the vantage point of the sacred mountain, your power grows, and in silence you'll find your sacred witness. So it is in the dwelling place of your soul. In peace, seek and discover your truth there, Taurus. Move past the hustle and clatter of life into sweet quietude. If you're in pain, don't lash out, and go into it until you find the source so that it can be healed. And resist the temptation to indulge in feelings of stress, urgency, and emergency. And your power is born in silence, and this peace gives birth to your serenity there, Taurus. So seek solitude to listen to the voice of your higher self and awaken your inner wisdom there, Taurus. So for a clarifier for your sacred mountain, you got the It's Not Me card there, Taurus. And this card is about, where are we here? Find it here, there we go. So It's Not Me. Sorry guys, I gotta find this here. I haven't had this card before, so I'm just gonna take a little peek here and what it says. And I think basically what this card is about is it's having to do with your higher self, and maybe at this time you're not really hearing your higher self, or maybe there's other energies, or like your archangels are maybe trying to talk to you. And I think the big picture about this reading is about meditating and taking that time for self-care, and going within, and it's just making that time, right? And people, they get into projects, and they get into you get caught up so much in the mundane of life, and it's easy to lose track of yourself, and then your emotions come into play, and you get into arguments easier, and it's that energy vampire, it sucks you in, and it drains you. So I don't know why, but I can't find the meaning of this card here. I'm trying to where are we here? Where the heck is it? I think I'm going blind here. It's not me. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. Here. I'm just going to take a little peek, see what this says here. And then we'll see if I was right or not. Okay, so here, I'll read you a little excerpt from here. So yeah, everything is happening and unfolding here and now, and the time for waiting is over. So your spirit guides are sending you signs, so you don't push things back to later. Don't tell yourself your happiness will be there tomorrow. Don't tell yourself you'll act in the next few days. Don't tell yourself your well-being depends on your outer circumstances. So when you ask for when you ask your spirit guides for counsel, you push things back to later. And your spirit guides already sent you many signs, but now it's up to you to act. So take a deep breath and move forward. Take a deep breath and take the first step. Take a deep breath and act. And you are in a strong energy and have confidence in yourself and show determination. You can do it there, Taurus. So yeah, by reading that, it's kind of telling me that maybe you're in a situation right now, or maybe it's a partner. It doesn't have to be romantic, or it can be platonic as well. And maybe you're at a crossroads, or maybe you're having doubts in them, right? Or maybe you're just getting back together with someone, and there's things that have happened in the past, and maybe you're holding on to that a little bit too much, Taurus. And I think basically now what it's saying is, to trust whoever, whatever relationship you're in, and go into it with an open heart, and yeah, you know what I mean. You have to have a little bit of faith and put a little bit of trust in there, and I think it's also saying something about your intuition. I think your spirit guides are sending you a message, and it's your intuition, that feeling that you have right away. You need to learn to trust in that, and trust that, especially when you've been through your meditation, you're balanced. When your intuition kicks in there about a situation, just taking an extra 15 seconds to step back and don't make that decision right quickly, and just think about it, and your instincts, your intuition will tell you, and you'll see signs, right? And a lot of times the divine or the universe will talk to you through, maybe you'll hear a song on the radio, or a commercial on TV or something like that, right? But you'll see the signs if you're open and aware to it, and you're balanced inside. Okay, so Taurus, so for your last position in the 5-card spread, you got the Great Mystery card. And with this card, in many native cultures, they refer to the Creator as the Great Mystery. So it's the idea that the Great Spirit is so vast and profound that in many ways it's unknowable. So faith is the foundation of the ability to manifest, and everything was created because someone believed that it was possible, Taurus. And patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle, and trust. So change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. So Taurus, you planted the seeds. You now give them time to grow, and be patient, and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care, Taurus, and your attention will flourish, right? And that's why I said, you know what I mean. It's all about if you are balanced yourself, and the universe of the Creator, you acknowledge that to the Creator, and they know that you're ready for that, or you've learned that lesson, your manifestations are going to come quicker, like really quick, right? But if you're still struggling, and you got to do a little bit of excavation and a little bit of shadow work to get rid of some shit, to ascend into, maybe you're sitting at a 3D level and you have to ascend into the 4th. So you got to dig in, deal with some shit you don't want to deal with, right? And once you do that, because we're all here to learn lessons in life, right? So once you learn those lessons, then you move on, right, to the next one. So, and you choose your experiences, right? That's why we have choices, right? So you got that path, so you can either go to take the letter A, or you take the letter B, right? And if you don't learn that letter A, you're going to just be directly back to that situation and that lesson again. And maybe you just on a different experience, right? But the same lesson you got to learn. So for clarifier, you got the reunion card there, Taurus. So you're waiting for a strong sign. Yet your spirit guides have already sent it to you there, Taurus. So they sent it to you about a year ago. And a year ago, something important happened to you. And you may have felt disconcerted. But it was significant, Taurus. So it was to help you realize something wasn't right for you, to see what you really want, and to become aware of your needs and expectations. So take the time to remember what happened a year ago, Taurus, and visualize that event in a positive way, and integrate what it had to teach you. So Today you're reconnecting to yourself, and this will let you move forward quickly and with joy and compassion, and have confidence in yourself and trust in what happened. Even if your feelings about it are negative, remember that it has taught you what it has taught you is positive, and it brings great wisdom, right? And that's one of the hardest things is, sometimes we learn these lessons and we're like, why the hell did I learn that? Like, why would divine put me through something like that, right? Or you're in a major traumatic situation. But like I said, it's all about learning lessons. And also, your ancestors, if the lessons they haven't learned when they were having their experience on Earth, if they haven't learned those lessons, then it gets carried on to you. And that's what I mean by breaking that family lineage, right? Or that it's like alcoholism, right? If it runs in your family, right, it's breaking that cycle, so that the next generation doesn't have to go through that lesson, right? Because you've already learned it and you stopped that cycle, right? Like I always said with my daughter, right? I'd always thought, being a good father was just not letting my daughter go through the lessons that I went through, right? And yeah, right. You're supposed to pass your knowledge and your wisdom, and you talk about your story and the shit you've been through and the trauma, because if you can save someone from going through that and they can learn that lesson before making those wrong choices and having to, maybe, you go through those lessons, well, it's you who makes the choices to how far you want to take that lesson, right? And myself, I fell on my face many, many times and did it over and over again until you learn, right? And if you think there's a way around it, it's not. You have to learn that lesson and own that, take responsibility for that lesson and your actions, right? Okay, so Taurus, last but not least, I drew one from your animal spirit guides, and you received the Penguin card. And on the Penguin card, it says, the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. So, Taurus, you've endured hardships in your life, sometimes gracefully, sometimes awkwardly, yet they've taught you life lessons that have been invaluable in forming the person you are today. So these experiences have influenced the kind of personality and character you possess. However, the path you've taken has ultimately been influenced by the choices you made in response to those experiences. So this is especially true with your most recent cycle, one that has presented many challenges and that you dealt with successfully. And that period of travail is passing, and whether or not you're aware of it, it has contributed significantly to your spiritual growth. So emerging from this period, you'll still be faced with a few challenges, but you'll readily face them with the courage and inner strength you mustered during this period of struggle. And you've discovered resources that you never knew you had, and these will serve you well for the rest of your life, Taurus. So your faith in life's unfoldment and great awareness of your soul's destiny will help you deal with anything that comes your way with self-confidence, grace, and fluidity. So making conscious and deliberate choices now becomes your top priority, Taurus, and these have the potential to dramatically alter your life there, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, so that's it for your reading. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. It truly does help the channel grow, and it keeps my mug around a while longer. And yeah, you guys, I just want to thank you. You're truly helping me on my journey, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. And you know what? I hope you guys are taking something from the reading, and I'm helping you on your journey as well. And yeah, I look forward to the more people that come to the channel, the more that subscribe to the channel, the more energy that's brought to the readings, and the more growth that we get. So I look forward to taking this journey with all you guys, and yeah, hopefully it's a learning experience, and thanks for coming out, and thanks for helping me out, and thanks for sticking around and helping the channel. So yeah, Taurus, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and we'll see you on the next reading. Namaste.